Whenever you're ready, go for it. All right,
it's another video for April vlog.
Guys, we are in a tree for real, like straight up. We are in a tree.
Out on a limb.
Blah, blah, blah. April vlogs.
Like, share, subscribe.
So what are we talking about today, Corey?
5 minutes, we're going to talk about 5 of the things that I miss most since I lost my sight. It's a question we get a lot of. If you have any comments or questions that you want to ask, you can ask them in the comments. We'll definitely respond.
Real Talk with Ntabi asked this question. That's her channel name. And she asked, like, what was it like when you realized, like, okay, I can't see, like, what do I do now? So what was that like? Because you could see until you were age 19, you were driving, you were in school, all of those good things, and then all of a sudden, boom. So top thing, what were you thinking?
The top thing right now is the fact we have 3 beautiful daughters and I've never seen them before. And so I miss being able to do that, but when they were babies, it gave me an excuse to be extra attentive to them, spend a lot of physical contact with them, and I still do today. Lots of daddy hugs and kisses and conversations and things like that. So it gives us, we talk a lot in lieu of, me just looking at them and enjoying them from afar. I'm actually interacting, like you should anyway, interacting and having conversations with them as they grow. And then Laquita's great about describing them to me, and I do believe
everybody describes them though. They're like, oh, if you remember what Laquita looks like, then you've seen the kids.
It's number 2 thing that I miss is video games. I was a video game junkie from the Atari 2600 up to the last video game system that I played with sight, and that was the Sega Genesis. I love Mortal Kombat. Nowadays I still am. I play video games.
Corey, I'm trying not to drop this out of the tree. All right, go ahead.
I play video games. I do Wii boxing, but it doesn't take the place of the games I like to play, like the games like sports games like Madden. I used to love to play Madden. I used to love to play the basketball games and those I don't know what you call them, but games like Call of Duty or
look up at the camera to the right.
Or Fort.
Corey and I do a lot of public talks together, so often I redirect him towards the audience.
Games like Call of Duty or Fortnite, I used to really enjoy those games like that. But of course all that came out after I lost my sight, so now I'm just into Wii boxing. Number 3 is being able to drive myself where I want to go, when I want to get there.
Not that anybody's
at
ever
the
late.
speed that I like to get there.
Not that anybody has a left foot.
So yeah, I miss being able to drive independently, just that freedom to go whenever I need to go or want to go somewhere. For example, if I was out with my friends and the party was getting a little dull or boring back in the day, I just jump in the car and leave. But now I have to wait until the ride comes. But again, finding solutions. We talked about it in previous videos. I use the paratransit, the taxis, the Ubers. So those are ways around the transportation issue.
Number 4,
all the cool movies came out after I lost my sight.
Yeah,
I was a big Transformers fan. I was a big Marvel comic fan, and they waited to make those movies good after I lost my sight.
But the solution is, we go to a lot of live shows. Not that it's the same as a movie. And then for the movies, I have gotten really descriptive, really good at being descriptive.
Number 5 is just the general getting around, really. Just the general getting around and walking around the house without having to have...
Sorry, Corey. I gotta get the gimbal. Guys, my arm was breaking. It was tired. Look, we up in this tree. We trying to stay alive.
She gave me the people's elbow in the back of the head and then blamed it on the gimbal.
Hey, do what you gotta do. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, please ask. We will answer. Do you know any people that can't see? How well can you see? People that wear glasses, a lot of times they have a lot of difficulty seeing without them.
Or if you have a different ability in general, what do you miss about the things that you used to do? And then how are you compensating for that or accommodating those things now that you have that different ability?
Yes. All right, Corey, let's sign out.
Deuces.